This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 21, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a mannish point of view. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Happy New Year. Really want to thank you guys for hanging with the fellas. We really appreciate you for listening. On today's show, is it easier to be successful without a family? And what do you do when your girl stops blocking? We'll explain what that means and how to avoid that situation. All that and more right now. This is the MRA podcast from Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some dates, Kamal.
Yes, we do. Check this out, everybody. MRA Fan Nation. January 7th marks the debut of my web series, my daily web series, Monday through Friday, Pops, Tales of a Family Man.
This sounds exciting to me, dude. You know why, man? Because we've been talking about you doing your own projects, man.
Yeah.
Ever since you were freed back in April.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking about you, you know, and dude, you can't just have all this so-called free time. Because does it feel like you have a lot of free time?
Sometimes I have free time. Sometimes it's like, geez, I can't get to the computer.
Yeah. Sometimes for me, when I can't get to the computer, it's about getting there first. Mm-hmm. Like the most important thing is like, I got to get to that thing first. If I don't do it first, it's gonna float.
Yeah. Well, sometimes because, you know, I was quote unquote off, you know, the wife assumed I had,
oh my gosh,
I can handle other responsibilities.
Oh yeah. That's the thing about like, one thing I hate about being in a relationship where you're official is now like they get votes and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, gosh, man, like if they find out you get extra money, now all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, here's the thing that needs that money.
Yeah, that can go towards the house.
Yeah, or that can go towards this thing that it really could go to.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you didn't know, what was we going to do?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if they didn't know I was quote unquote off,
yeah,
I wouldn't be taking the boy to school that day.
No, I would not. Or I hate it when I hear that like if I'm working for Cheryl Underwood on the radio and I have a week off or a couple of days off, I don't even want to mention that I have that off.
Oh.
Because I know what will happen. I will immediately get scheduled.
Oh yeah. I get added to the schedule all the time.
Yeah.
So, you don't go to work today? Oh, good. Now you get.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh, gosh. But you don't want to be keeping secrets. But it's like, come on, dude. It's like, I wish you didn't know that I didn't have work this day because you're going to schedule me.
But a work day is a long day. So it's like, there's nowhere I can really just go for like 8 hours, 8, 9, 10 hours and just go.
You shouldn't have never told her you stopped teaching. No, we could have had. You could have had all kind of spare time.
No, but she would have known.
Oh yeah, when the paycheck didn't come. See, that's that joint account, man. That's why you should have done the joint account, son.
Joint account, yeah.
But
man.
all this sidetrack is we're saying Pops is finally coming, man. Now, how did Pops come about?
Man, just a bunch of ideas and stories that I had over the course of the years, man. Just being like a disgruntled family man.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, you see TV shows and movies about the father, and no matter what goes on through the story, at the end, he's hugging his family, he's doing everything for his kids and his wife and all of that. And honestly, man, I don't think I would do that.
No.
Having the experience of being a family man, it's like, no, if I had a chance, I would shake.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. You don't see those shows.
No, you never do. You never do. You never do. So that was what made you think that you wanted to do the show? Yeah,
man, just something unconventional, man, because I think most fathers are unconventional. You know, they do things. I think most parents, they do things reluctantly, you know, not because they, you know, I love my kids so much and they just want, nah. Yeah. Every time I see my kids, I think of, you know, like the ghost of what if.
What's the ghost of what if?
You know, whatever, like, you know, Scrooge, you know, it's Christmas time. And nah, man, like the ghost who showed up, like, to show me what would have happened if I didn't have kids.
Well, you know, that's a movie. That's, what's that guy's name? It's like Family Man. I think it's called Family Man.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, it's
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, man.
What?
Yeah, and it's like you remember, it was Nicolas Cage.
I didn't know what it was about. You said Family Man.
Yeah. My wife used to make us watch that movie.
Oh, is it like guy porn? It's just like, oh my gosh. Or is he realized he?
Well, you know what's gonna happen. It's a movie.
Realizes,
it's a movie. Stop. It's a movie. You know what happens.
Yeah.
He gets to see what life would be like without his family, and he's driving his Ferrari and all that stuff, and then he eventually realizes his life is better with his family.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the greatest writers ever.
Oh, I mean,
That's just great fiction.
but man, listen, man, when we come back, I want to talk to you about what it really is like if you could have no family.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that when we come back.
All right.
Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. So this weekend I was at Pachanga, dog. They gave me a food, like they give you like a food
voucher?
card.
Yeah.
Like some casinos, you got to go downstairs to the casino buffet, and that's depressing. Like you're down there with all the casino workers, and you're on the underbelly literally of the casino. It's just sad. But Pachanga, they give you a card voucher.
Okay.
$120.
You get to mingle with general population.
You can eat anywhere you want on the premises with that. So, but my sons were in town. My dad is a regular at Pachanga.
Okay.
So he had his own. He has his own 3 days a month. They give him three nights a month.
They know him up in there.
They know him in that bitch.
Okay.
So, matter of fact, they didn't have my room when I got there, and they were like, "But your dad is Al Irby related to you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my father. He has a room." I was like, "Yeah, well, that's good. That's good to know. But where's mine?"
Your pops got stuff done for.
Oh yeah. It's like, do you know that guy? Like, wait, I'm an entertainment here. I'm nobody.
I'm working here.
Yeah,
like
but they know my dad.
My
though.
relationship with my father got me.
Yeah, nepotism, right? So I was thought about it, man. They gave me so I ended up giving my food voucher to my sons.
Okay.
And they devoured it. Went to work on it as they would, right?
Yeah, teenage boys know what they do.
And I remember thinking, man, dude, if they weren't here, I could save a lot of money. But then I thought, would you really want them not to be here? Really, without the jokes, would you really want them not to be here? And I had to think about it, and I was like, you know what was nice, man? I love that they stayed with my dad. I even said, I made a joke. It felt like one of those women that their mama raises their kids, grandma raises their kids. Yeah, it felt like that because my dad, he wanted them to come. He always wanted my sons to come hang with him on one of his Pachanga trips. And he was like, this is the perfect one. Your dad will be there. So they didn't stay in my room. They stayed in my dad's room. And my dad, was doing the thing in the casino. So they had like their own room, so to speak, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So after the show, they are not in the show. Obviously, they're not 21. I just got to go in the room and play PlayStation with my sons. And I was like, this is nice. This is nice. I'm glad they're here because it gives me that a little bit of that warm and fuzzy. As a comedian, as a writer, in a show business, there's so much work to be done. Sometimes I just want to work all day and work all night. And then sometimes I get the feeling of, sometimes it's nice to have somebody to share it with, as they all, women try to scare you. You don't need somebody to share it with. Blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's nice. Not all the time. So have you ever thought about like what it would be like if you didn't have your family?
Well, obviously I love my family, right? I have a good time with them. I make a lot of jokes, but the thing about when I say like, I start visualizing a life without them.
Yeah.
It's not like me driving a Ferrari having a good time.
Yeah.
It truly is. I don't have to worry about them. That's I don't have to worry about tuition. I don't have to worry about rent. If I get evicted, I go stay at mom's house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As whack as that is,
it's an option.
Yeah, it's an option. Or I can go stay on my homeboy's couch for, but when you have a family, I can't lose the crib.
Yeah.
The boys can't get kicked out of school because of delinquent tuition payments.
Yeah.
I have to make sure they have health insurance and stuff like that. So me always having to worry about them constantly, You know, no matter how late I get home, I know I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and help get the boys ready for school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the stuff. And it's like, man, this part of life is not fun. This is the stuff that, you know, when you're 16 years old watching TV, you just, you know, you watch Jason Seaver, you know, or Mr. Drummond, you know, just cracking some jokes. Mm-hmm. But you don't realize Mr. Drummond is worrying like hell about those boys and Kimberly every day. And that's the stuff. Like I crack a lot of jokes, but, you know, just not having to worry about, you know, people. Because, you know, those 3 people, my 2 sons and the wife, they depend on me.
Absolutely.
You know.
So this is my question for you. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to answer now. You're going to answer it on the other side of this quick break. Do you think having people to worry about, does that force you to be more successful, or does it burden you? I want you to think about that. You're going to answer when we get back. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You know, you got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce in the album.
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times."
All right. Well, I thought about it, and I'll say this, man. Having people to worry about makes me safe.
Right? Why? What does that mean?
Well, I'm not swinging for the fences. Swing for the fences, you're going to strike out more. I can't afford to strike out. All right. So I'm going to take the safe jobs. Like I'm not going to, like Tyler Perry was homeless.
Yeah.
You know, believing in himself. I ain't doing that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't have 4 people sleeping out of our car. That can never happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, eventually, if this thing doesn't work out, I have to go back and get a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, so I get like some people says it forces you to like, you know, be successful. But for me, the fear of them going hungry, them not having much, them getting kicked out of school, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't allow me to take major chances.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that's the stuff that, you know, like, wow, you know, if I didn't have a family, you know, I probably would take a little bit more chances because I could afford to strike out. The family can't strike out.
No.
But I can strike out. You know I have, you know, the mettle to struggle for a couple of months.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't let my...
That's deep. For me, I try to see this because I remember in Rich Dad Poor Dad they kind of talked about it, and he was like, one dad, he says, I can't hustle because of my family, and the other dad says I have to hustle because of my family. And I thought about that and like, man, sometimes for me it's easier when I get my deadbeat dad on. It's easier when I just let their moms take care of them and I go into the cave. I go into the Starbucks hovel and now they get upset because it's like, well, why aren't you spending time? But, you know, when we get back, I'm going to tell you a conversation to have with my son about what women want. And it's kind of deep, man. You stay tuned. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because We got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com, and get you one. The best part about Pachanga was having my sons there, you know, having the ability to like see him for breakfast. You know what I mean? And I had a breakfast with my sister, my dad, my two sons, and myself. And we're sitting there talking, you know, we getting into relationships and stuff. And I was trying to explain to my sons, my oldest son, I tell them women want three things from you: your time, your focus, and your money. Every woman, she wants your time, your focus, and your money. She may not need that much of your money, but she needs some of your money. She may not need that much of your time, but she definitely wants your time. Your time and focus is the number one. Because, you know, my sister asked me how I felt about my son's new girlfriend. And I was like, I mean, she cool. But the problem I have is I haven't met a girl that said, hey, go to the gym. Leave me here. Go to the gym. I've never met a girl that said, you know, why don't you go right for 4 hours? Why don't you leave me behind and go right for 4 hours, and I'll be here when you get back? I've never heard that in my life.
I got it, but I don't get it often. It's like when I'm at that breaking point and the wife can see, like, you know.
But I'm talking about every day, man.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about the everyday. Like, to me, what I love about being an ex-athlete is, a college athlete, is it taught me the work ethic that it takes, right? Mm-hmm. And I always look at it as training. You know what I mean? Like, pro athlete like LeBron, he's training. Yeah. He's working. You know, he's working hard every day. And I always wonder how guys like LeBron and Kobe, like, how do they put in the work that it takes and spend time with their family?
I think the family gets shafted. Yeah. You know, Kobe's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning when he was in his heyday. Yeah. And he's going to work out. Then he's going to the gym early, getting some shots in. They might see him for breakfast. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And after the game, and then he sleep. But, like, you know, they don't see Kobe often. Nah. LeBron's kind of amazing because he shows up to his son's basketball games.
Well, speaking of that, man, how'd you feel about the video you saw with LeBron giving his son a pep talk? See that video?
Yeah.
You get too down on yourself for no reason. You made 3 of the biggest plays of the game. You want me to tell you what they were? Down 4, you got the offensive rebound, got the tip in, right? And then you had the outlet pass to Owen when he got the and one. And then you made the last swing to him for the game winner. You played a hell of a game. You ain't got to worry about making shots or missing shots. All right? Good job. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, man.
How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, man. Pass the game down.
Yeah. I questioned why he was mic'd.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why is he mic'd? And why
like some ESPN thing, like documentary?
I'm hoping. Yeah. I'm hoping it just wasn't Saturday. And he was like, hey guys, I really am a good dad. Watch. Because I was just like, dude, I felt maybe I was hating. I was probably hating, probably feeling insecure because I thought, like, dog, and I would do something like that too. You know, but he didn't tell his son anything that you wouldn't tell your son. I wouldn't tell my son. My cousin Kevin would tell his son that. Like I was wondering. I mean, people were so excited about it.
It was stock. It wasn't nothing.
It was like he said, hey man, you didn't do anything wrong, man. You did what you're supposed to do, man. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you, man. I guess a lot of dads, maybe some dads don't do that. But I was just like, yeah, man, number one, of course he said that to his sons. Number two, why was it on tape? Why were you mic'd? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping he was mic'd for some documentary or something.
Yeah.
He wasn't just, he's mic'd every time he goes to see his son play basketball. He takes the mic. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. But I was talking about the dinner, the breakfast with my sons. And I was like, yeah, man, that's what they want. They want your time because, basically with my son having a girlfriend, my fear is that she's going to take his time and his focus. And right now, it's not that I want him, slanging dick up and down the street. I want him understanding, you need to focus.
She's in school with him?
No, thankfully, she's still at the previous school where he went to.
But she's got her own focus, though.
She does. That's the good news.
Yeah. Students, because they have their... Yeah. She's got to get out of school. Yeah. And then if she's moving on to the next level... And
she's an athlete.
Oh, yeah. She's got her own focus.
That's the best part about her.
Yeah.
She is an athlete. So I'm like, yes. Because she ain't trying to get pregnant on some trap stuff. No. She's got an NCAA scholarship already waiting for her. Okay. So she's a high-level athlete. So I'm like, relief. Because if she was just some bitch from down the street, I would be like, man, you got to watch out for these local bitches, man.
Yeah. But if she's in school, even without being an athlete, man, I think it's safe. It's not until like your son becomes, what's the guy's name? Lamar Jackson or somebody like that.
Oh, big man, time. He's balling.
Then you got to worry. Mm-hmm. You got to worry. It's like Lamar, Lonzo Ball when he got that contract or something like that. He got drafted. His girl was like pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like,
did that happen?
It was something like he came into some type of money. He came into some type of money. I don't know if it was draft night. I don't know if it was.
And she just happened to be pregnant, huh?
Yeah. It was very, very close to him coming into some cash.
Well, we talked about at this breakfast, because my sister was like, why are you always going in so hard, like on relationships with my son? Because the stuff y'all hear right now, I try to school my boys. Okay. And she kind of felt like, hey, man, you're going to ruin his point of view. And my thought was, nah, when I was growing up, all I heard is when you get married one day, it was like I've always constantly brainwashed, right? Mm-hmm. And people always talked about marriage like it was just a thing that you do, right? Kind of casually. And so I just wanted to I just try to balance that as much as I can. And she's like, nah, you might be overdoing it. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you exactly what she said. What I said. I'm going to tell you now what I said. I'm going to tell you the question. She asked my son, so do you want to get married? How do you feel about getting married one day? And what he said kind of made me feel a certain kind of way. Kind of made me feel bad. I'm going to tell you what he said when we get back. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we try to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme know and show. So when my sister asked my oldest son, if he thought about getting married one day, he was like, I don't know. He said, because I look around at people's marriages and none of them really look like something I would want.
They don't look appealing.
They don't look appealing. It's like the only one I really know that's long lasting is my grandparents, and that kind of seems like they're just staying together, stay together.
Damn.
I know. So I felt bad because I actually had this conversation with him one day years ago, and I told him that. And I was like, ooh, he listened. Oops. So I felt bad. But at the same time, I don't feel bad because here's what I want for my sons. And people will probably get mad at me like, let him figure it out on his own. But if you don't say anything, he's going to keep getting inundated from, women and his mom and, his aunts that, he's surrounded by them. And they always constantly plant that seed. But my thing about marriage, especially with my sons, I tell them, this is how I feel. I want them to look at marriage as climbing Mount Rushmore, not going to the grocery store. It's easy to go to the grocery store. Everybody go to the grocery store. I don't want you to see marriage as something that everybody does. I want you to see marriage as something like climbing Mount Rushmore. It's a big deal.
Mount Everest?
Did I say Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
I think I like Rushmore better because it rhymes.
Okay.
It should be Everest, though.
I think they can get to the top of Rushmore.
I think they can.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be something. Can we rhyme something with Everest? So I need them to see it as climbing Mount Everest, not.
I don't know.
Man, damn it.
Something's best. I don't know.
Test using Crest.
Yeah.
Using Zest.
Not going to the store to buy some Crest.
I would have seen him like climbing Mount Everest, not taking a spelling test. Doesn't sound good either.
No.
I got to put some thought into this.
It's okay, man.
But you get the point, though, right?
The point's on point.
Thank you. Thank you. If I just had a better mountain. Damn it, Rushmore sounds so good, though. Rushmore grocery store. Boom!
Boom.
That's writing, man.
Yeah. It was bars.
But you had to fucking fuck my shit up.
But
you was right. Because nobody climbs Mount Rushmore. Okay, but back to this. It's like climbing Mount Everest. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Yeah.
It's not. It's something to be taken very seriously, not casually.
No, and it's hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of people attempt it.
Yeah.
The journey, but they don't make it.
They don't. And
they don't make it.
That's the thing that bothers me when people talk about marriage, and I'm being sexist between men and women. Most women, they're like, hey, stop shitting on men. Probably because they're the ones that usually want it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I feel like they don't weigh the cost. They don't think about how hard this thing is. They don't think about all these people that died on the top of Everest. Like, they don't think about how many few are standing at the top of Everest that made it to the top.
Well, most people, I don't know if it's women or men, but most people don't think of the consequences. It's like when they take drugs for the first time. They don't think of the dude on the corner sucking dicks for... They don't think that far ahead.
No, because it's not going to happen to them.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think the same thing with marriage. They don't think of the cost. They don't think of, man, this thing can really go bad and ruin my life.
Yeah.
If I play this wrong.
Yeah.
If I don't take it seriously.
Not only that, I was with this girl and like she had just come out of a bad relationship and her ex made her pay his tax bill. She had to pay her ex-husband's tax bill. And I'm talking about like 15 grand. And I was like, well, that's what happens in a marriage. You guys are one, right? Like that's what, and she wanted to get married again. And I'm just like, how do you not, you got fucked in the last deal. But the next one will be different.
It'll be different. Well, she sees the mistakes in picking the last one.
Oh, okay.
I saw the flaws. I know what to look for.
Well, yeah, don't do those flaws. But
I know, the signs and the red flags. And I know what to look for on my next journey. It's like, hey, man, I went up there to Mount Everest, I hyperventilated, had to be brought home on a stretcher and given fluids. I'm going back. But
this time,
because I know what I did wrong.
That's not bad. Yeah. Because it's the same mountain.
Yeah.
That's the same mountain. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that determination of like, because some people be like, I'm good on mountains.
Yeah.
That's my take. I go to the top. I go to Mount Everest and I almost die. I'm like, I'm cool.
cool.
I do Space Mountain, Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain. Yeah.
That's about it for me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Mount Sac.
Yeah, Mount Sac is, Sac dope. But that's it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I go ahead.
No. I mean, some people want to hop back in the saddle again, man. Here's the thing about it, man. A lot of people just want to be in relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have a homeboy, man, in mutual. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but I remember we went out to Atlanta. We had a ball that week.
Yeah.
And towards the end, he was like, "Man, I miss my girl, man." And he was just on the phone with her like the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Cupcaking.
Yeah.
And we got back. I hadn't seen him in a few months. Hey, man, how's your girl? I ain't with her.
Hilarious.
Got married again. I think he's divorced. It's like he loves being in a relationship.
I think that's me kind of bit.
Yeah.
I think that's me a little bit.
I don't know. I like being by myself.
I love being by myself.
Yeah.
However, when I'm by myself, I miss my girl.
When I'm by myself, I get peace. I'm able to think.
Yeah.
I don't like if she takes if my wife takes the kids somewhere like to Legoland.
Yeah.
I don't like today. I was writing.
Yeah.
And she went out Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
By
the way, we're recording this on Christmas Eve. This drops. No, it's fine. We're recording this on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas. Kamal is Muslim, so he's gonna miss out on all the fun.
Yeah.
I hope she gets you something anyway.
I don't know.
She should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, this drops Wednesday, the day after Christmas, when people are taking all their shit back. But go ahead.
Yeah. So so she went to Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
And left the younger one home with me. Mm-hmm. So I'm writing and getting into a groove, and he comes in and says,
"Oh, that drives me crazy,
Dad. I want some bacon.
That fucking
turkey
God.
bacon, guys.
I'm about to say.
Muslim.
I'm like to say, wait a minute, nigga. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Hey, why y'all got bacon in your house?
Right. I fried him up some, gave it to him, came back, got back on the computer. Comes back 10 minutes later. Dad, I want some more.
That drives me crazy, dude.
That
drives me nuts. I get the same thing with mine. It's my daughter wants to eat every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like writing at home. And I hate that disrespectful thought of, it's like, would I drop this kid off to you at your office? Would I go to your work and be like, here, watch her. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, I would never. I would never drop the kid off to you. But it's like, I'm sorry, I did cut you off, but I just got to say, that kind of shit drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't want to go shopping with the kid in tow, and especially if the gift is for the kid. But like, especially when the kid is like 3, is shopping cart size. Like, put that motherfucker in the shopping cart.
Yeah.
So that I can do my work. But go ahead.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. And it goes back to me just worrying about the kids. It's hard for me to get a groove. And so when I'm by myself, I get a lot more done. Mm-hmm. When the house is empty. I love when she would like take them to like when her, timeshare Mexico or something like that.
Oh man, she would take the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You go to Legoland for like the weekend, stay at the Legoland hotel. And it's like, okay, now I could think.
Nice.
Because the thing about it is, man, for me, I'm my writing style, I have to think, I have to visualize it before I put it on paper.
Okay.
So I don't hop on the computer and just start writing. Mm-hmm. I have to think, and sometimes it takes me a while.
Yeah.
Because I think I think the whole thing through. This is not gonna work, and I just ball it up.
You
in my
like
head.
Jay-Z? You think the whole rap out?
Yeah, I think no matter what it is, I don't like to start on anything like if I don't know the ending.
No wonder your shit turns out so good.
Oh well, if I don't know the ending,
yeah,
I don't just.
Yeah, I get it.
And so I need sometimes hours.
Yeah.
I need hours.
That's why you got to get to Starbucks, dog.
Yeah.
Leave the house. You can't stop writing at home.
See, the thing about the house, I have like, certain quirks I have when I write.
You like the basketball?
Like to pick up a basketball,
man,
shooter. I have like an old little court in the house, like a little, I don't know, this play school court that I bought from my older son when he was little, and it's still there.
Yeah, I used to have one of those too from my
Yeah,
older son.
and I just shoot around. I walk around the house. I think, and I can't.
We
do that
always do that thing when we're
Yeah.
creating together.
Yeah, and
we shoot those hoops. My shot is pretty moist, by the way. That shit is
But I
wet.
can't do that in Starbucks. I go to Starbucks.
No.
I'm just seated.
But sometimes I get up and pay Starbucks.
Oh,
a little
yeah?
bit.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's nothing like getting the fuck out the house. The house is full of distractions.
House is full of distractions.
You know, and getting out of the house it's hard to write at home, dude, because there's always. Here's the thing: when you're a writer, the hardest thing to do is putting your ass in the seat. And when you're at home, you know what's going to happen. Temptation. It's like the devil on your shoulder. Hey, you know that laundry does need to get done. You know she would be happy if you knocked them dishes out right quick. Hey man, did you take out that trash?
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
You don't do shit?
Nah.
This nigga here.
Yeah. And she comes home mad as a motherfucker.
What's your problem? See, I grew up with a single mom. So my single mom trained me to be a mate. Because she my mom would be bitching when she came home and the shit. Oh my God, she'd be mad. She principled all day in Pomona, drive fucking hour to Rialto, and you know, in a long ass day, get home, and it's clothes everywhere. The dishes are full. Me and my niggas is all over the house, eating the food that she worked hard to put in. Pops ain't put in a goddamn dime, and she bitching about that. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm getting all of that. So now I'm older. I'm like, well, I make sure I'm sending the money to this one because I know I don't want her mom bitching like my mom was bitching about the money. Oh shit, let me make sure before she gets home. Like, you know, we had a garage door opener, and I remember I used to hear that garage opener. That meant I had about 94 seconds to make sure everything was cool. If there was hoes in the house, hoes get out. Mom's is here. It's because, you know, if you think about it, you're like, oh, shit.
She got to pull in.
Yeah, she's down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she got to pull in, and then she got to, you know.
Make sure, like, she can't just slide in there. She's
Nah.
got to ease
She got to
into a
ease
parking
in,
spot,
then she
yeah.
got to grab her stuff,
Yeah.
come around, and then she's clacking around. I think we did have a door into the garage. That sucks. It's better when they got to come out the garage and go over to the front door. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, she had to clack into that door that led into the living room. But anyway, so now I'm cognizant of, oh shit, she'll be home in X amount of time. And when my mom would say, when I walk in, she would just be like, if I just walked in and saw the dishes done, I'd feel so much better. That's why when you say on the promo, hey man, you doing domestic work? That's because of my mom. That's because of my mom being like, man, could you just do the dishes? I'd feel so much better if I walked in and the house was clean.
If I have writer's block and I've got nothing, then yeah, if I just need to stay busy. Yeah.
But you're not doing it for the team. You're doing it for your production or your writing.
Well, I know it needs to get done. Mm-hmm. However, if I'm trying to, you know, think of how to save this girl off this mountain and stuff like that, whatever I'm writing, then yeah, I can't get sidetracked.
Yeah. Well, let me go back to what I was saying about your friend who missed his girl in ATO.
Yeah.
I don't like strangers, like banging strangers. So if we go out to the club, like me and my chick went to the strip club one time. She was there. It was nice to have her there because I wasn't going to be banging on them strippers. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to have my lady there so that, hey, I'm ready to go. I can smash that. Because I'm not banging one of them strippers. So if I'm out in Atlanta with my dudes, right? Me and you, we go to whatever, the crew. We go out to Atlanta. I am going to miss my chick because I ain't banging none of them stripper chicks at the club. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not smashing no strangers.
I got you.
So it's just like I'm gonna be like, this is cool, but like I'm gonna need to bang on something soon.
But my man was hollering at chicks though.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. When we come back, man, you knew I couldn't go through the whole episode without updating Cardi B and Offset because you know I called it out.
Yes, you did.
Predicted it a week ago. We'll get into that when we get back. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier or gives them some company on a workout or while they're cleaning the house so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Called it out, homie.
Yeah, man.
I said she'd be back, homie.
Are you psychic?
You know, it is not that I'm psychic, man. I'm just a mathematician, dude.
Okay.
You know, I used to teach algebra. Shouts out to Manual Arts High School. I am a math guy, man. I'm a numbers guy. And the numbers to me, the evidence was showing she'd be back. You know, the first time she defended him because, you know, when everybody found out he cheated, she was just like, I'm not sure we're going to get divorced. It may take some time to get divorced. And then she defended him after the concert fiasco of him interrupting the set. She was like, hey, y'all, back up off him. He's still my baby father. We family. And then the fact that, you know, he called her bruh, let me know that they have more than just a physical connection.
She also said she wasn't getting divorced. They weren't getting divorced anytime soon because she was saying complicated or something like that.
Yeah, like, dude, there ain't nothing complicated about getting divorced, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it first takes desire and then the money. And come on, man, you know you can get divorced. But then we dropped the episode last Wednesday, and I think it came out either Tuesday or Wednesday. We had already recorded it when she said she missed the D. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, he got her, baby.
Oh, yeah.
She was talking about she's scared to have a relapse. You know, she said, I miss it. I miss it a lot. I want it. I want it in my throat, inside of me, demolishing me, destroying me.
I'm a little jealous about Offset because I don't think no chick has ever said that about me.
Dude, I had to tell my sons, man. I was like, look, man, did y'all hear what Cardi said? This is a blueprint how to get your girl back.
Yeah.
You know, number one, he got value, right?
Of course.
Got the money.
Yeah.
He's status. He's a platinum rapper. Number two, he embarrassed himself.
Yeah.
He embarrassed himself, got up, let everybody know I did wrong.
Yeah.
He was trying. And then he smashed correctly. Now, thankfully, my boys didn't turn to me and say, hey, Dad, how'd you smash correctly? I'm going to be like, hey, this is getting weird. She said she missed the defense. So it's like, hey, that helps.
That helps, man. I mean, obviously, when Offset goes in there, you know what I'm saying, he's a professional about it.
Oh, yeah.
He's not, well, you know, I had a long day at work. And he goes in there. He aims to please. I can honestly say that about myself.
Yes. Me too, man.
You know, if I go in, I'm going in to please.
Going in to make sure you do a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get a call back, right?
Definitely.
And part of me is just, that's also ego for me. Like, I remember, you know, I don't know if we talk about it on podcasts, but, you know, recently I was thinking about how, like, I've had times where I wasn't feeling well, you know, had a headache, but I was like, nah, man, if I get, you know, my ex was very much into the requesting, let's get down. And I remember I had to make sure I brought it night in, night out. Like Kobe Bryant, baby, night in, night out. Never take it down off. You can't take it down off, man.
I've had some bad days, and I was apologetic. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, well.
Yeah, nah. My version of a bad day would be if I'm tired and I really don't have the patience to make sure you get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it up to you on the next time.
Yeah. My bad days are, it's not as long as
Yeah. Look, I'm tired, but we you know, we gonna make this happen. But I'm gonna get you on the get back. I owe you in my mind, but I won't say that because I don't want to lower my value. But in my mind, I'll be like, yeah, I'm like, trust me, I keep an account in my head.
Yeah,
trust me, I'm gonna lay it down for you because that's important, man. And guys, when you're in high school, you know, you're always chasing ass, but once you get to your grown folk days. Your woman's sex drive, your woman wants to get smashed. In high school, you kind of begging for it. Come on, please. But once you hit 30.
With tricks and all that stuff.
Yeah, you trying to really get the ass. Once you hit 30, their sex drive takes over. They always want to get smashed. They're damn near begging for it.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to.
Which is a little something I'm not used to.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird when they need to get smashed. It's nice, but it's like, dang, man, it is weird.
Yeah, because now I'm like, you know, I'm working or something like that. I'm walking in the house and like, hey, man, I just walked in. Let's talk.
Slow down, man. Have a headache.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember the line you used to give?
Yeah.
I have a headache. But no, Cardi B and Offset were seen in Puerto Rico somewhere nice with water. And they were together. You best believe them heels was in the air.
Oh, yeah. Offset was going to make her remember why she fell in love with him.
He definitely stretched out before this one.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. You can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash.
Yo. Check this out, man.
What's up?
Like classic old school R&B.
Yeah, man.
So I was listening to this song by The System, one of my favorite songs ever, especially for knocking boots. Mm-hmm. Don't Disturb This Groove.
Okay, that's a jam.
Yeah, it's the jam, right? So I'm listening to it, man, and the first couple of lines had me thinking. Mm-hmm. All right, so the first line is, pay attention, are you listening?
Pay attention, are you listening? Yeah.
Hey, you're my favorite girl. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, my favorite girl? Yeah, it was like, that means he has more than one. This man has a stable. And then I was thinking, if you have more than one, how does she get to be the lucky one who's, going to the room with the sign on the door, don't disturb this groove? I'm like, she's probably doing everything she can to be noticed or to make this guy pick her. Yeah. Especially if they all know about each other, right?
Yeah.
So then I was thinking, okay, so obviously competition is going to bring more customer satisfaction, right? It's going to...
Yeah, when banks compete, you win. Or when chicks compete, you win.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I was doing a lot of thinking.
Well, you sure were. You're thinking.
So when you get married, technically, competition is over.
Boom.
Your wife won.
Yeah.
So now she no longer has competition. She's got a monopoly.
So what's going to happen to her production?
She's got no incentive.
None.
To do everything that you used to like or you liked that she used to do. She's got no incentive because she's got you now.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. This is. I'm so glad my ex-wife don't listen to this podcast.
My current wife listens, so she's gonna be mad at me.
So be mad. Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't want to say it, but I feel like my audience needs to know this.
Okay.
So one time I got caught with somebody else.
Oof.
And I couldn't believe how wifey stepped it up after that. It was amazing. And it was what you're saying right now. So it activated her competitive spark.
Yeah. If McDonald's is on the corner, the only game in town.
Yeah.
You know what?
Get lazy.
Yeah, the service might be shitty. Mm-hmm. The Big Macs might not be as fluffy in the way you look on the picture.
Put Burger King across the street.
Burger King across the street. Watch Taco Bell on the other corner.
Gonna be one of the best McDonald's in town.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why getting married, I remember I used to get so mad because literally my wife had a monopoly on the penis. And I was like, this is why governments make monopolies illegal. She had a monopoly on it. And I could tell. I saw the drop off in production.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I remember the feeling of when production started to drop. And it was like, she got comfortable.
She got comfortable knowing, yeah, you know what? There's nowhere else for him to go.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah.
And so I could take this night off.
Of course.
I took this night off. Might as well take, the next night.
Yeah.
And the next night.
Yeah.
And,
the next thing you know, it happens. So that's why you as the coach have to notice that, and you got to find a way to motivate her. And what I learned is I'm really good at short relationships. I'm fantastic at a 3-month relationship.
Okay.
6 months, I'm a beast. But 5, 6, 7 years, that's tough. Because now you've got to find a way to remotivate the players. You can't always use the heavy-handed approach. You have to find new ways to motivate your veterans.
Okay.
Or you're going to have a problem.
Sometimes they stop listening when they tune you out, they say, when the coach has been there too long.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Sloan in Utah, they just stop listening.
Yeah, they heard it enough.
Yeah, you're not effective anymore.
They're not effective anymore because they know you're bluffing. They know your lies. They know.
They know everything.
They know everything.
All the tricks.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Like a Greg Popovich, you know, gets the best out of his team because he's always different. You know, it's a different system, different players, different personalities. He's figured out a way.
Or when Brett Favre started getting lazy, you bring in Aaron Rodgers.
Draft his replacement.
You draft his replacement.
And put him right in the locker room.
Put it right there. Here you go. Come tell you, that's why back in the day, man, when dudes could have a squad, like back in the Bible days, dudes had a squad. Period.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they just have a squad. And I'm telling you, it's something about when they know that, you know, and of course, I already know what your wife's going to say. Well, can women have a squad? They want to be nasty and immoral, I guess.
Yeah, if that's the way, if that's the route you want to go, that's the street corner you want to stand on.
But they always say, well, you know, their squad isn't about sex anyway. Their squad is, they need a guy for this, and they get a guy for that, and they need a guy for this.
I'm so open to that.
Sounds great to me.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, honestly, man, that's why getting married, it's, you know, going back to what I said to my kids earlier, and I didn't tell them to have a squad, but it really is like for the dude. Listen, women get security and blah, 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 especially if the guy has money. Woman gets her security. Like, that's her number one concern is security. If she marries a rich dude, she got her number one thing. But the dude doesn't get his number one thing, which is a variety of ass.
He actually loses.
He does. And if he pursues his natural instinct to get multiple ass, he loses his money.
He's going to lose.
It's not a good deal.
Depending on where he got married,
and
how long he was married, he can lose half.
Oh, yeah. So she gets what she needs by nature, which is security. And he does not get what he needs by nature, which is sexual variety. Yeah, enjoy that.
Terrible deal.
Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. You know, just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into this, Dear Irby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, I'm in a band and I play lead guitar at bars in Memphis. I'm really good and I know I'm going to make it, but my girl doesn't seem to believe in me. I mean, don't get me wrong. She says she does, but when it's time to take care of the kid we have, she always tries to get me to watch the kid when I need to be practicing. Kind of like what you're writing, right?
Yeah.
I need her to understand that I need her to hold it down and it will be all worth it one day. You and Kamal are both artists with families. How do you handle this? Let me know. I'll be listening. Rick in Memphis. That's kind of deep, man.
Yeah.
How do you handle it, Kamal?
I don't.
Oh, okay. That's pretty simple.
I don't. Yeah, Rick, man, it's tough, man. Especially if your wife is going to claim to do a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it, man. If she's doing a lot for the kids, if she's taking them to school and play dates and making lunches and cooking dinner, it's going to be tough for her to see the big picture.
Yeah.
All right. Only thing she sees is what's in front of her, and what's in front of her are those kids.
Yep.
Now, you and I, Rick, we see the big picture. You're this guitarist for this famous band, and you're pulling in, $30 million a year, and so a wife doesn't have to work as hard because you guys have nannies, cooks, you got drivers and stuff like that.
She's investing early,
right?
Yeah,
you see the big picture.
Yes,
she doesn't see it. She's not a bad person. She just doesn't see it, and probably you haven't shown her enough to convince her. I know that's my thing. I haven't shown my wife enough to convince her that, hey, give me this time off and put in a little extra work yourself, but it'll all work out in the end. Because I know my thing is like, hey, man, it hasn't worked out. And so she might put in the extra work for naught. And so, you know what they say, bird in the hands worth two in the bush, right?
Yeah.
So what she has right now is you at home trying to practice your guitar. Nah, that thing about the, you know, making that as a famous guitarist, and that's not tangible. This right here, you right here helping me with the kid that you guys both share, that's what she can touch. And honestly, man, she's gonna go for it, man. I would say, you know, put in longer hours yourself. You know, sleep less. It'd be tough.
Yeah.
It'd be tough, but do something to get her to see. Just, you know, I'm not saying you got to crack tomorrow, but just do something where she can see, like she can see it over the horizon. Like, oh, I see it. I see it, because she's going to get excited now. And now she's going to become, you know, Team Rick. She's going to put on the pom-poms and stuff like that because she sees it. It's like, you know, it's in striking distance. But if she can't see it, that's your job, Rick. You got to make her see it.
Come out. All right, guys. Now it's time for the lesson of the day. Let me tell you, I'm going to mention two professions, Rick, that you need to study. Pimps and quarterbacks. That's what this is about.
Okay.
A pimp, I'm always blown away at pimps.
Yeah.
Because they get women to give up their body, which is like their most precious asset in some's opinion, and they get none of the money.
Not just that, with strangers.
For none of the money.
Yeah.
So how do they get them to do it? Through their mind.
Okay.
A woman's Viagra manipulates her mind. The male Viagra manipulates his body. A woman, it's all in the mind. So you got to remember that, Rick. All of your problems are in her mind, in her imagination. Women have a vivid imagination. So you need to constantly be selling her the dream. That's number one. Number two, you need to remember quarterbacks. In this analogy, you're the quarterback and your woman is the offensive line, and you need her to block for you. You need her to keep them kids off you. You need her to keep haters and stress off you. You need her to block you from the bullshit. And quarterbacks always bless their offensive line. So you got to bless your line with compliments, with whatever kind of jewelry you can muster with your money. You have to play the game. It's frustrating because from my point of view, it's like she needs to, if she really believes you, she says she believes in you, she needs to know there's no need to worry about money. This guy is going to make it. He's going to pay you back tenfold. He's going to bless you. But you just you gotta stand in the gap. Like as a man, I know that I gotta struggle. I gotta struggle for a while in comedy, and then the payday is gonna come. I know that as a fact. I know that. That's just what it takes. I gotta struggle, then I'll get paid back. She's got to understand the same thing. Now, I'm motivated. I believe they will all be worth it one day. Make sure she believes that it'll all be worth it. Because I struggle with this too, man, because I get mad when I feel like my lady doesn't see the vision. She's only thinking about today. How are you not, or like what you come out, it's like, how are you not blocking for me? Why would you put me with the kid right now when you know good and well I need to focus?
Yeah.
Don't you believe in my talent? If you believe in my talent, it's hard though. It's hard to start blocking.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. If you piss your line off.
Oh yeah.
This has happened.
Yeah.
My quarterback talked to, fat boy, you need to block. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's watch this. Watch this. And they literally let the guy in and he fucks the quarterback up. I've seen it where the quarterback's injured because the lineman just let him go right in. And he walks up to the quarterback and says, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Was it fat boy I need to block? I'll try to remember next time. And I'm the quarterback that said, fat boy, you need to block. And wonder why shit got worse. Man, everything you're dealing with women it's in the mind. I need to be reminded of this. Kamal, I'm sure you need to be reminded of this. I'm trying to teach my sons this without having them turn out, too much like me. I just don't want them to get took. I don't want them to not get some kind of balance.
Yeah.
And so, for you, Rick and Memphis, man, I hope this helps you, man. You need to understand that, you got to keep them motivated. You have to go through their mind. If you change your approach like a good coach, they will change as well.
Yep.
If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Man, across the social media spectrum at Angry Kamal.
Look at him with his unified social media. I'm loving that, man.
Yeah.
And for, what about Pops?
Man, Pops will be out there on all social media platforms, man.
Nice.
January 7th, look out for it, man. I'm going to start sending some little trailers and plugs and promos and all of that stuff, man. So look out for it, man.
Loving it. How many episodes you got written so far?
I have 18.
Oh, nice, man. I am at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY. That's my all social media. Also, the MRA podcast. You can find that, the MRA podcast. And KyleIrby.com for all my videos. Every commercial, not every commercial I've done. I've done 19 national commercials, and about 5 or 6, 7 of them on my website. My laugh tracks tape is on there. Go there for all things Kyle Irby, KyleIrby.com. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.